Hello and welcome to Tenable, the show where naming a top 10 can win you a top cash prize. For example, if I asked for the 10 best-selling items of furniture and you said couch, then I'd say sofa, so good. But if you said standard lamp, that wouldn't be very bright, would it? The more top 10s our team can beat, the greater their jackpot will be. So let's meet today's team. It's the Barmy Army. The Barmy Army. Hello.
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 And why are we called the Barmy Army?
Well, we all know each other through our involvement with the Salvation Army, and we know that you love a good cheesy pun.
Team, it's time to play Tenable. OK, the Barmy Army, it's time to release the first question. The first 10 six-letter words ending in the letters K-L-E. Ben, as team captain, it's up to you to decide who's best equipped to tackle this tower of 10. Who do you think?
I think I'll give this one to Nick.
Nick, you good at words?
Yes.
You are now. Come on, let's play Tenable. Nick, you look absolutely thrilled beyond words to be chosen.
Chuffed a bit.
Tell us about yourself, Nick.
I'm from a wonderful town up in the north, Middlesbrough.
I love Middlesbrough.
And along with my wife, we run the Salvation Army Church there.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
Got, 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Now, I hear that when it comes to 10-pin bowling, you're kind of a big deal up in Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I'm the reigning champion for the Salvation Army in the north of Scotland. Yeah.
Hang on, I thought you lived in Middlesbrough.
I do, yeah. I used to live in Scotland.
Oh, right. I just thought you'd bob up there to have a little roll.
No. Yeah.
So you're the reigning champion. No one's ever beat you since. That's amazing.
It's not because I'm a good bowler.
Oh.
It's because I happened to get lucky that once, and they haven't had a tournament in 7 years. Oh. So I've still got the trophy.
Nick, it's so lovely to meet you. Now, let's see if we can light up this list. Here's how the game works. You need 5 Tenable answers to put £1,000 in your team's prize fund and guarantee your place in the final. Now, Nick, you have 1 life, which means you can make 1 mistake, but any more than that will eliminate you from the game. The team has 3 nominates to use across the show. If you can't think of an answer, you can nominate a teammate to provide one for you. Also, your team captain, Ben, can overrule one of your answers. So, are you ready to play Tenable?
Yes.
Right, let's do it. So here's your question again. The first 10 6-letter words ending in the letters K-L-E. Now, let me clarify that for you. We are looking for the first 10 words alphabetically in the dictionary, which have exactly 6 letters and end in the letters K-L-E in that order. This list is about words in Chambers' 21st Century Dictionary on chambers.co.uk. The Tenable answers are words that have their own entry and are in blue on the website. This Tenable list does not include hyphenated words, words with apostrophes, or any word that the dictionary spells with an initial capital letter. This is as of 29th of September 2020. For fairness, we are not including the words mickle and muckle, as they are regionally specific or archaic terms. Now, Nick, if you understand that, you're a better man than me, kid.
Yeah, they sound like my sermons.
Come on, let's do it. Let's get the first one on the board.
I'm going to go for buckle.
Buckle. Is buckle a tenable answer? So you did understand it. Right, 1 on the board. Brilliant start.
Going to go for heckle next.
Heckle. Do you ever get any heckles?
For my wife.
From your wife? Right, OK, let's see if heckle is a tenable answer. Heckle. To interrupt a speaker with critical or abusive shouts and jeers. That's a nicer way of putting it, isn't it? Not the heckles I used to have. Anyway, 2 on the board, 3 away from that £1,000 and a place in the final.
Going to go for hackle.
Is hackle a tenable answer? Apple's there! Now, that one little letter difference, and it means any of the long, shining feathers on the neck of certain birds. So, 3 on the board, you're 2 away from that £1,000 and a place in the final, and you've still got a life. Have you got another one for me?
I'm going to try cackle.
Cackle.
Like a witch.
Like a witch, all right. I know what cackle means. It's been said many times. Is cackle a tenable answer? It's the sound, actually, made by a hen or a goose.
Is that right?
Not a witch.
Oh.
Right then, you're literally one answer away from that £1,000 in your prize pot and a place in the final.
OK.
This is your last chance to nominate, remember?
I think I am going to nominate.
So you've decided to nominate. Who would you like to nominate?
I'd like to nominate Callum.
Callum. Hi, Callum.
Hello.
I'm sure you know all of these, don't you?
No.
Have you got one little one?
Maybe
OK.
cockle.
Now, you don't have to accept that answer.
I was thinking of cockle.
Yeah, you say that now. Do you trust him? Do you trust him with your cockle?
It's a word that I've kind of heard of, so I'll go for cockle.
For £1,000 and a place in the final, is cockle tenable? Edible, bivalve, like you need to know that. Shellfish with a rounded and ribbed shell, but you used to eat them in a pot of vinegar on Blackpool Beach. I mean, the minging.
Yeah.
But Mum used to eat them with a pin like that. Right, well, that magnificent melody means you've got your 5 tenable answers and we're going to place in the final. We also add that £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done, Nick.
Thank you.
Now, you can stop here if you wish, but there are still 5 answers left to reveal. If you think you know more, you can continue. And the next tenable answer is worth £2,500, but be warned. If you play on, you're on your own. You can't use your nominates and your captain's overrule button has been deactivated. You do have a life, so you can still make one mistake, but any after that means you'll lose the money you banked and be out of the game, and you don't want that. OK. £2,500, though. You've got a life. You may as well have a crack at it.
Yep, and I will.
Yes?
I'm going to try jackal.
Jackal. OK. For £2,500, is jackal on this list? Tenable. Now, there is the word jackal, obviously, but it's K-A-L, not K-L-E.
Right.
You've lost your life, unfortunately, but you can still have another go if you want. It'll be worth £2,500, but get this wrong, that's it. You're in the vortex.
I think I'm going to play it safe.
You're going to play it safe?
Yeah.
I think it's a
Go
very
back to
wise
the team.
decision, Nick. So you've decided to take the money, so we'll add that £1,000 to the team prize fund, and you'll be joining Captain Ben in the final. Now, before you go, what's behind number 10? Sickle. What's behind 9? Rankle. To continue to cause feelings of annoyance or bitterness. What's behind number 8? Pickle. What's behind number 5? Fickle. What's behind number 4? Deckle. Deckle means, wait for it, a device of fixing the width of a sheet in paper making. Well, we all knew that, didn't we? Nick, you've added £1,000 to your prize fund and you'll return later on to play in the final. Congratulations. Brilliant. Team, you've got £1,000 in your prize fund so far, so let's see if you can add to that. It's time to take a look at your next list. The 10 fruit and vegetable pizza toppings on the Pizza Hut menu. Ben, who likes pizza?
I think, well, Ellie's a good cook. I think I'll go with Ellie.
Come on, let's play Tenable, good cook. Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
You like a bit of pizza?
I just had pizza.
There you go, it's fate. Now, even though you seem an absolutely wonderful lady, I heard a very odd fact that you own 82 framed pictures in your house of not your fiancé, but of Nick.
Of Nick, yeah.
Who's not your fiancé,
no.
just be clear to the
No.
viewers.
Definitely not.
So a couple of months after we started going out,
You and Ben?
Yeah, Ben and I made a comment about how there was more pictures of Nick and Callum in my house. There was one picture, and it was from our graduation. So that evening, a friend and I spent 3 hours changing every photo in my house to pictures of Nick. So now there's 82 pictures of Nick in the house, and it's 2.5 years later. And I think when Ben and I get married, we'll probably just keep them.
And Ellie's not the only woman that's got my photos on her wall.
Nick, I was going to say, actually. I've got quite a few myself. Ellie, it's time to play Tenable. Let's look again at your list. The 10 fruit and vegetable pizza toppings on the Pizza Hut menu. Right, let me clarify that for you. We're looking for the 10 different fruit and vegetables used as pizza toppings at the restaurant chain Pizza Hut as listed on their menu. By fruit and vegetables, we are referring to foods that may be described as fungi or salad. As it is used as a flavour in conjunction with another ingredient and not on its own, garlic is not on this Tenable list. This is according to the menu on the Pizza Hut website as of December 2020.
OK, my first answer would be pepper.
Is pepper on our list? Yes. Well done. First one on the board.
I think my next answer will be onion.
Is onion tenable? Yes. Well done. 2 down.
I think mushroom.
Mushrooms. Are mushrooms on this list? Yes. Wow, so only 2 right answers away from £1,000 and a place in the final with your other half there.
I think I'm going to say sweet corn.
Sweet corn. Is sweet corn a tenable answer? Yes! So 1 correct answer away from £1,000 and a place in the final.
I think I've got a controversial one.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it. Pineapple.
Pineapple for £1,000 and a place in the final. Is pineapple on our board? That tinkly noise means you've got 5 tenable answers and won a place in the final. We also add that £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done, Ellie. Now, you can stop here if you wish. The next tenable answer is worth £2,500. You still have that life, so you can make 1 mistake, but any after that means you'll lose the money you've banked and be out of the game, and we don't want that, do we?
No.
No, we don't.
I'm going to say jalapeno.
Oh, so for £2,500 is jalapeno on our list. Wait till when he gets to the top. That's fantastic, £2,500 in your prize pot. You know your pizzas.
Thank
You know your pizzas, love.
I'm struggling now to think of any fruit or vegetable, let alone one that would go on a pizza. Some people put tomato on top of the tomato puree, so I wonder if tomato is an answer.
OK, let's see. For £5,000, is tomato tenable? Cherry tomatoes, £5,000 in the prize fund.
Good. We'll buy
Okay.
lots of pizzas with that. I'm going to say rocket, as in the leaves. that
Rocket
people
leaves?
have.
Yep.
Again,
Not actually a rocket.
No.
Yes. So for £10,000 is rocket on our list. £10,000 in the prize fund.
It's great. I have to think of another one, though.
You're only 2 correct answers from a perfect 10 and £25,000. I'm just saying that, Ellie.
Yeah.
You still got your life?
I'm going to say courgette.
So for £15,000, is courgette a tenable answer? Oh, Ellie, it's untenable. So you've lost your life now. The next answer you give, if you get it wrong, that means you've lost all your money and you go into the vortex.
I think I'll sit down.
You want to sit down
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
You've decided to take the money, so
Yeah.
we'll add that £10,000 to the team prize fund. You're guaranteed a place in the final with lovely Ben. Well done, Ellie. But before you go, I've got to torture you with these two answers. What's behind number 8? Spinach. And what's behind number 3? Olives. Well, Ellie, you've added a monster £10,000 to your prize fund, giving your team a total of £11,000, and you'll return later on to play for it in the final. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming up, another Barmy Army team member has their go at topping up that tenable pot. Don't miss it right after this break. Welcome back to Tenable, where this lovely team of Salvation Army pals have been taking on our Tenable towers. Nick and Ellie have made it through to the final, and they've banked an eye-popping £11,000. Let's get straight on with our next tower of 10. 10 US presidents by events during their term. Ben, who's the right person for this one?
I think I'll go for Callum for this one.
Callum, come and play Tenable. There's no point looking at me like that. You've got to do it. You're here now. What do you think about that question?
It's not the one I'd practiced for, but...
Well, you just practiced for one question. Have you seen this show? Callum, what do you do?
I'm a Salvation Army officer, which means that my wife Berry and I lead a church and a community centre on the Kent coast.
Now, you told us he used to be a wedding DJ. Yeah. Are you doing their wedding?
Oh, is
that a no?
They're on a budget, so...
He can't afford you.
Yeah, exactly.
Callum, it's so nice to speak to you, but now we've got to get something on the board. OK, here's your question again. 10 US presidents by events during their term. Let me clarify that for you. The Tenable Tower will show 10 historic events. We're looking for the name of the US president who was in office when each of these events took place. Here are your 10 clues. The reunification of East and West Germany, Star Wars first released, the Atlanta Olympics, Elvis Presley debut LP released, Wall Street Great Crash, Cuba Missile Crisis, Apollo 11 moon landing, Prince William and Kate Middleton marry, MTV launched, and D-Day Normandy landings. So there are the 10 historic events. Let's get your first US president on the board.
Maybe we'll start with Barack Obama.
Is Barack Obama on our list? Yes. Yeah. Good start.
And Richard Nixon.
Is Richard Nixon a tenable answer? Brilliant. OK.
And Eisenhower.
Is Eisenhower a tenable answer? Yes, Dwight D. Eisenhower is there. Do you know these? Are you just guessing random presidents?
It's mostly guesswork.
It's working. It doesn't matter what it is. So you're 2 away from a chance to play in the final with Ben and £1,000.
Can we go with Bill Clinton?
You can. Is Bill Clinton on our list? Yes. Clinton's there, so you're just 1 away from £1,000 and a place in the final.
I'm going to use my last opportunity for a nomination.
Yes, that's a great idea.
And I'm going to nominate Josh.
Josh. So, Josh, you've been nominated. I've not said a word to you yet, have I?
No, hello.
Hello. Have you got an answer?
I think maybe John F. Kennedy during the missile crisis, maybe.
No, you don't have to accept that answer.
Yeah, I'm going to go with John F. Kennedy.
You're going to go with John F. Kennedy. So, for £1,000 and a place in the final, is John F. Kennedy on our list. That super sound means you've got your 5 tenable answers and won a place in the final. We will also add that £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done. The next correct answer, as you know, is worth £2,500, but be warned. If you choose to play on, you can't nominate anyone to help you, and your team captain can't overrule you. You still have that life, so you can make one mistake, but any after that means you'll lose all the money you've banked and be out of the game. So you can have a go?
Yeah, I'm going to say George Bush Sr.
George Bush Sr. So for £2,500 is George Bush Sr. tenable. £2,500 in your prize pot.
Awkwardly, that wasn't the event that I was thinking of him for. I thought he'd have been around for
Really?
the launch of MTV.
So it's £2,500 in the pot. You've still got your life. So you may as well have another go, haven't you? Seeing as you thought that was something else.
Let's say Teddy Roosevelt.
So for £5,000, is Teddy Roosevelt tenable. I'm afraid, Callum, that's untenable. You've lost your life now, so you've got to be careful. Now, if you get this wrong, you can lose all your money and end up in the vortex. So it's up to you. You can have another go if you really know one.
I'm sure I'm going to kick myself when they all come up. I don't know if it's the lights or it's you, Sally, but I can't get them out of my brain, so we'll leave it there.
Oh, blame it on me. So you've decided to take the money. So we add £2,500 to the team prize fund and you're guaranteed a place in the final, which is fantastic. But before you go, I've got to tell you what the other answers were. Any ideas, team?
Reagan.
Yeah,
Ronald Reagan. Yeah.
So who was president during the D-Day Normandy landings? Franklin D. Roosevelt, yep. When MTV was launched? Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
During the Wall Street Great Crash? Herbert Hoover, of course. And when Star Wars was first released? Jimmy Carter. 1977. Callum, you've added £2,500 to your prize fund, giving your team a whopping total, you ready? £13,500, and you're going to return later to play for it in the final. Congratulations! Wow. We have one last list before Captain Ben faces his tower ahead of the final. Their prize fund currently stands at a humongous £13,500. But can they add to that pot? Josh, you're the only teammate left to play. Come and play Tenable. Josh, welcome to the game.
Thank you.
They're doing really well, aren't they?
They are, yes.
No pressure then.
No, indeed.
Now, your wife, Daphne, is Portuguese.
She is.
So
yes.
how much of the lingo have you picked up?
Well, I learnt the important stuff, so I can say amo muito, I love you very much. O teu cabelo é muito bonito, just your hair looks very beautiful.
She's taught you well, hasn't she?
She has. But then we had a daughter, and now I can say fazeste cocó, which is have you pooed yourself again? So it's a good range. So, yeah.
All the classics.
Yeah, it gets me very far when I'm on holiday.
Josh, are you ready to play Tenable?
I am.
Let's do it. Let's try and tick off this 10. OK. The 10 Shakespeare plays with 4 or more words in the title. OK, let me just clarify that for you. This is about the usual short-form titles of the accepted canon of plays by Shakespeare, as listed on the Shakespeare Plays page of the Royal Shakespeare Company website. This includes one play co-written by Shakespeare. We're looking for the 10 Shakespeare plays that have 4 or more words in their title. We are not including part 1, 2 or 3 as part of the count. OK, should we get one on the board?
Yes, we can try. So we'll go with The Taming of the Shrew.
The Taming of the Shrew, great play. Is The Taming of the Shrew a tenable answer? Yes, on the board. Come on then, Josh. Let's have another one.
The Merchant of Venice.
Is The Merchant of Venice on our list? Yes! 2 down, 3 to go. That £1,000 and a place in the final with everyone else, no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Yeah. The Comedy of Errors.
So is The Comedy of Errors a tenable answer? Yes! 3 down, 2 right answers for that £1,000 and a place in the final.
Good.
Any more? You're doing well? You've still got 1 nominate, remember?
OK, yes, I'm going to nominate
OK. Who are you going to nominate?
Callum.
Callum. They love you, Callum, don't they? You're the brains of the outfit.
He's the only one who made eye contact.
So, Callum, you've been nominated. Have you got an answer?
Much ado about nothing.
Are we having that one?
We are
You
indeed
don't have
having
to.
that one.
We're having
with
that one.
gratitude, yes.
OK. To take you 1 step closer to that £1,000 and a place in the final is Much Ado About Nothing a tenable answer? Yes! You're 1 away from that £1,000 and a place in the final with the rest of your teammates. Unfortunately, you're out of nominates, but you've still got your life.
I know I'm going to kick myself with these afterwards. Is The Merry Wives of Windsor.
For £1,000 and a place in the final, is The Merry Wives of Windsor a tenable answer? You're in the final, Josh. Well done. So those tip-top tones mean you've got 5 tenable answers and 1 a place in the final. We will also add that £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done. Now you can stop here if you wish, but there are still 5 answers left to reveal. If you think you know more of them, you can play on. The next correct answer is worth £2,500. You still got life, so you may as well have a go.
Yeah. I'll guess and say The Madness of King George.
The Madness of King George.
Yeah, I think that's a play. I don't know.
So for £2,500, is The Madness of King George a tenable answer? He did do a lot of
Doesn't
royal
surprise
stuff.
me.
But no, he was a good guest, really. But he did a lot of royal gigs.
Oh, there's a
but-
king in it,
But
yeah.
unfortunately, The Madness of King George is a film based on the Alan Bennett play. You've lost your life now. You are in the final still. Unless you really know one, you can have another go. If not, you can sit down.
I believe I'm going to go and sit down.
You're going to sit down. So you've decided to take the money. So we add that £1,000 to the team prize fund, and you're guaranteed a place in the final with your captain, Ben. But before you go, we're going to reveal what the other answers were. Anybody got a guess? by the way?
Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Midsummer Night's Dream. Let's take a look. What's behind number 10? A Midsummer Night's Dream. Enough said. What's behind number 9? All's well that ends well, which it actually has. What's behind number 8? As You Like It. Behind number 2? The Two Gentlemen of Verona. And what's behind number 1? The Two Noble Kinsmen. Josh, You've added £1,000 to your prize fund, giving your team a tasty total of £14,500, and you're going to return later on to play for it in the final. It's fantastic. Coming up, it's all on Captain Ben. Can he top up that team pot one final time? Find out straight after this. Welcome back to TENABLE, where we've been testing the Barmy Army on some ever so tricky towers of 10. There's just one more chance for the team to add to their terrific £14,500 jackpot, and this time it's down to their skipper Ben to take on the tower. Ben, as you're the captain, you'll definitely be taking part in the final with all 4 of your teammates, so this is your chance to add as much money as possible to the team's prize fund. Ben, come and play TENABLE. Captain Ben, it's lovely to meet you.
And you?
So what do you reckon of this lot so far?
Very good, yeah. I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to use the button, but happy that they're all in the final.
Now, I'm told you used a pretty smooth chat-up line for Ellie. Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
Can you remember that amazingly slick line that you used?
Yes, I'm a little bit socially awkward, and so when the time came for me to ask Ellie to take it to the next step, I asked her if she wanted to be, and I quote, romantically involved. Yes.
Hot stuff.
Yeah. She said, despite it being the most awkward moment of her life, she said yes, and we're still romantically involved to this day.
That's why she's still got the pictures in the frames. It's all coming clear now. Ben, are you ready?
Yep, I think so.
Here's how the game works. You'll be playing just like your teammates before you, and because you've got a full team in the final, you're playing to add more cash to your prize fund. So another potential £25,000 is up for grabs. As always, you need to get 5 correct answers to get onto the money ladder and reach £1,000. Once you get there, you can walk away or choose to play on. But first, we need to get those 5 correct answers. You've got 1 life, but your team have left you with no nominates. They did well, so let them off. OK, here's your question. 10 English Premier League teams by stands. Football fan?
I'm a football fan, yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that for you. The TENABLE Tower will show the names of 10 stands or ends at football stadiums. We're looking for the 10 corresponding men's football teams in the English Premier League that play their home matches at the stadiums housing these stands or ends. This is about teams in the English Premier League for the 2020-21 season as of November 2020. Is that clear?
It is, yep.
OK, here are your 10 clues. Holt End, Jimmy McElroy Stand, Shed End, Holmesdale Road Stand, Howard Kendall Gladys Street Stand, Hammersmith End, Colin Bell Stand, Gallowgate End, Smethwick End, Bobby Moore Stand. So there are the 10 Premier League stands. Let's get your first team on the board. Any idea?
I've never heard of any of those.
Oh, no.
So, well, I've heard of the player Bobby Moore,
OK.
who I believe played for Manchester United. So I'll say Manchester United.
Is Manchester United a tenable answer? Oh no, see, Bobby Moore never played for Man United.
Maybe I was thinking of Bobby Charlton.
I think you probably were.
Yes.
That's probably why he hasn't got a stand there.
Yeah, it would just be a bit strange, wouldn't it?
It would be a bit odd. Now, floss your life.
Yep,
And you've got loads of money, but you want more, don't you?
I do, yes.
OK, so have a big think. That's all I'm saying.
The only other one that really speaks to me is Hammersmith, which I'm thinking is kind of near Fulham, geographically. So I'm wondering if Fulham is one.
Is Fulham tenable? Yes, you've got 1 on the board. And hold your head up high.
I'm going to guess Burnley.
Is Burnley a tenable answer? Oh, You meant that, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, that's fine.
Jimmy McIlroy was obviously a former Burnley player, and he's got a stand there. Do you know any others?
No, I don't.
Have a think. I bet you do.
I think I'm just going to guess another football team and say Leeds United.
Is Leeds United a tenable answer? Oh, it's untenable. Ben, you didn't add any money to your prize fund. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But before you sit down, you got any other thoughts on anyone, guys?
Bobby Moore's Newcastle, isn't he?
Newcastle. Let's have a look at the answers. So where is the Bobby Moore stand?
Oh,
West Ham United. Oh. Bobby Moore is like spinning at the moment.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Smethwick End. West Bromwich Albion. Gallowgate End. Newcastle United. Colin Bale stand, I know this one. It's Man City. Howard Kendall Gladys Street stand. Everton, named after the former player and manager. Holmesdale Road stand. Crystal Palace. Shed End. Chelsea.
Yeah.
And Holt End. Aston Villa. Unfortunately, Ben, you failed to add any money to your prize fund, but all of your team will be playing in the final for the grand total of £14,500, so it doesn't matter. Let's hear it for Ben. Coming up, can the Barmy Army head home with their cash? I really hope so. Stay right there for today's last list. Welcome back to Tenable, where these Barmy Salvation Army pals have all their players in the final and are playing for a massive £14,500. Well, the Barmy Army, to take home that prize, this time you're going to have to give me every answer up there and achieve a perfect 10. Ben, as captain, you'll answer first, then we'll move down the line. If your answer is tenable, you're safe and I'll move on to the next player. However, if it's incorrect, you'll be out of the game. Get 10 out of 10 and you'll be walking away with that £14,500. How do you feel?
Very good. Yeah, very pleased with
Quiet! I feel very quiet. Well, the Barmy Army, it's time to face your final tower of 10. For your final list, you have 2 categories to choose between. Let's take a look. Narnia and English counties. Have a think. This is the last time you can chat, so you may as well make the best of it.
Counties.
Yeah, I think we're going to go for English counties.
From this point on, there's no conferring. On your turn, you must say one answer and nothing else. You've chosen English counties. Let's reveal your final list of 10 worth £14,500. The last 10 one-word English ceremonial counties that end with the letters S-H-I-R-E. Let me clarify that for you. In an alphabetical list of English ceremonial counties, we are looking for the last 10 with one-word names that end in the letters S-H-I-R-E, Shire, in that order. Ben, please take your position. When you're ready, give us your first answer.
OK, I think I'll get the ball rolling with Warwickshire.
Is Warwickshire a tenable answer? Yes. Well done, Ben. Nick, can you step forward, please? What do you think of this question?
Yeah, OK.
A little bit of confidence.
I'm going to go with Shropshire.
Is Shropshire a tenable answer? Yes. Well done, Nick. Okay. Ellie, can you step forward, please? So you're responsible for £10,000 of this. I hope they reflect that when they're sharing it out. Just put it out there.
I'm going to say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Is Worcestershire a tenable answer? Yes. Well done, Ali. Helen, you're up next, love. It's a bit more serious, this, Ben. 3 out of 3, though.
Nottinghamshire.
Is Nottinghamshire on our list? Yes. Well done, Callum. Josh, you're up next, love. How do you feel about this question?
OK.
Oh, you're all
Better than Shakespeare.
You did all right there. Don't put yourself down. Give us an answer then.
I'm going to go Wiltshire.
Wiltshire. Is Wiltshire tenable? Yes. Well done, Josh. Captain Ben, we're back to you.
I wanted that
We're
one.
halfway there, Ben.
I'm going to try Northamptonshire.
Is Northamptonshire a tenable answer? Ben, well done. Nick, you're up next. 4 away from that prize fund.
Let's go for Oxfordshire.
Is Oxfordshire tenable? Yes. Well done, Nick. Ellie. So, what's your next answer?
I worry it might be a little early on, but Leicestershire.
Okay. Is Leicestershire in this list? Ellie, well done. Callum, please step forward. You do know what this means, don't you? You're 2 away from that prize fund, £14,500. Any idea?
The only other one I can get is too high up the list, but the only other shire I can think of is Cheshire.
OK. Is Cheshire a tenable answer? I'm afraid not, Callum, but I think you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
You played so well, darling. It's been lovely to meet you. But I'm afraid we have to say goodbye.
So,
Josh, you're up next. Listen, you've still got 4 brains left to get those 2 tiny little answers.
I'm going to go for Lincolnshire.
Is Lincolnshire tenable, please? Well done. Ben. Now then, Captain Ben, you've got 1 to get to go home with that £14,500. Can you bring it home for the team?
I've got a word in my head. I'm not sure whether it's a place or a dog or both,
Okay.
but I'm going to try Staffordshire.
For a perfect 10 and £14,500, is Staffordshire our final tenable answer? Which means you go home with a prize fund of £14,500. How do you feel?
Very good, Bab. Very
Aren't
well
you
done.
clever?
Fab stuff.
So that's it. The Barmy Army have done it and take home £14,500. Well done, you lot. Join us next time when 5 more contestants take their turn on Tenable. Bye-bye.